What's going on, Sumolings? Chris here from AppSumo, and I'm excited to be doing another product walkthrough webinar with you guys today. Today we have the team from eyeson here. For those of you who don't know, eyeson is a powerful, fully integrated cloud-based video conferencing solution for teams. It's available on AppSumo right now, starting off at just $69. We're going to be diving into it in just a second. Two quick pieces of information for you guys. One, we will be sending out a replay later this afternoon. So if you miss anything, you have to pop out early. Don't worry. We'll get that out to you, and you can check it out there. Number two, if you have any questions for the eyeson team, you can click the Q&A button below the video, and we'll get those as many of those questions as we can answered towards the end of the presentation. But that's all I got. I will turn it over to you guys at eyeson, and you guys can start walking the Sumolings through your tool.
Yeah, hello everybody.
Hello everyone. This is Shani. I'm head of marketing, and this is Peter, customer success.
Customer success at eyeson.
We're really excited to be here. We're sitting in Austria right now. It's 8 p.m., so a bit unusual for us in terms of time. But we're really excited to be part of this AppSumo campaign and excited to walk you through our tool. And if you have any questions, just leave them here and we'll be happy to answer them. We'll start with a little presentation and share our screen. We're not used to Zoom.
Oh, yeah,
sorry
it's just
about
that green
that.
button below the video.
Okay, it's here.
Let's see. Yep, there it is. And I'm going to turn off my video for the time being. I'll pop back on towards the end. But yep, slides are coming through clear.
Okay, perfect. Okay, well, what is eyeson? We are a meeting solution, a video meeting solution, basically, a collaboration tool, if you want to say so. We're fully integrated and cloud-based. So basically, you don't have to download anything. It's all on your browser. It's especially made for teams. Yeah, that's the most important thing about us. Our most common use cases. Remote teams like to use us because it's quite easy and quick to jump on a call, jump on a meeting and talk to anyone. Freelancers like us, consultants like us, because we have all these options for people to, just talk to somebody new without having them install anything. HR teams like to use our tool because it's good for remote interviews. We have recording options and some other features that are really great for HR consultants or people hiring. It's also good for sales teams because you can cold sell. You can just share the link with somebody and say, hey, can you hop on this call? And it works really, really fast and quick. So this is one of our really good use cases. And it's obviously good for support teams because you can demonstrate so well. Like we're doing right now in Zoom, you can share your screen, share a PDF, share anything you want. And that's really easy as well with our tool. What differentiates us is this click and talk feature, basically. You can, once you open a room, you can just have a link, share it with somebody using WhatsApp or, I don't know, Facebook Messenger, anything you want. You can invite and then just talk in the app. So somebody who's on a phone can use his app, or he doesn't even need the app. He can even open it from his phone browser. It doesn't matter. We're just fully integrated in that way. It's easy to join. And so that makes it our click and talk feature. The other thing is that we only have one stream. So it makes it perfect for big and for large teams because what we do is we have a single stream technology. Peter can explain it in more detail, but what it does is you only get one stream. So instead of having 10 people in a meeting or 100 people and having 100 streams, you basically just have one stream. So that keeps the bandwidth low and ensures that there's higher quality, even in not so good networks, let's say. And you can also join video meetings with voice only, which is similar to the phone dial-in, but you don't need a phone. You can just use your phone, just talk without your video, basically. So that feature is there as well if you have really bad internet or if you just don't want to show your face.
But to be clear, it's not a phone dial-in. It's a link-based feature where you click on your phone and it opens in a browser, but it's an audio-only connection. Then.
Yeah. Some people confuse that sometimes. We're also fully integrated with a few important other SaaS integrations. We have a Trello integration for project management. We have a Dropbox integration if you want to save your recordings and just keep them on Dropbox or share them with somebody else, then it's really easy to just integrate it with Dropbox. And what I really like is our Slack integration, because on Slack, you can just put a dash and then put eyeson, and then it opens up the possibility to start a chat or a video meeting with anyone in that Slack channel, which is really useful and makes it super easy to have team meetings on the go or stand-up meetings. There's always a reminder on Slack when your usual stand-up meetings are happening, so that makes it really easy to join in. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Maybe let's go into the tool.
Good. So, and also we provide support on our help center. It's based on articles. You can find a lot of articles and product features there. And also if you write to support at eyeson.com, we get it in our support tool. Okay, so that's it for the presentation. And I'm going to show you around here how it looks like. So when you go to our website, you see here some menus, you see some tutorials, a blog, and when you log in, you will be logged in here on the eyeson system, and that's the dashboard you see when you sign up. So everything is organized with meeting rooms. It's virtual meeting rooms which are based on a link, so you can create a room very easy. You give it a name, my room. You can choose different images or upload your own image. And the important thing, every room is connected with a link. So this is a permanent link you can use. And when you use this link and you share it with somebody, you can invite people with this link. eyeson does not include the invite tool, like you have a mailing list inside or you have your users inside. It just provides the link for each room and you copy paste it to your calendar, to your emails, to your messengers, wherever you want to share it. And then you can use this, and you can create and delete as many rooms as you like. It's just easy. You don't need to set up rooms for permanent things. Do not administrate too much. It's good to use it very lightweight. Just create rooms, delete rooms. It's just every room is a link, and there are certain features around. I will show you later on. So when we go into a room now, you see that here is an invite link, and as soon you send this link to somebody, I show you here how it looks. If somebody opens this link, you see here, okay, this is a quick join. You can sign in, but you don't have to. And you see that there's no active meeting. So the first thing you need to know is that you, as the host and the owner of the meeting, need to start the meeting first before somebody can join. Same with Zoom, of course, somebody has to start the meeting first. Then you see here that there is a preview of your camera, but at the moment it's disabled because we are in the Zoom meeting at the same time. This is blocking our camera, and then you can join the meeting. So this is somehow, maybe we can stop our video on Zoom now that we can access the camera here. How can I do this? Chris,
maybe you can help us out.
What are you trying to do? Turn off your
camera? We need to switch off the camera on Zoom because Zoom is blocking our camera. We would
you can click that stop video button in the bottom left.
Bottom left?
Bottom left. Just give me a second.
Yep.
Okay.
Stop video. Okay, this should work now.
But then we can't.
And then you should be able to turn the share back on.
Okay.
Okay.
Sharing it.
Okay. That's okay. Okay. No, now you see here. Now you see our video on eyeson. We grabbed it from Zoom. We don't need Zoom. So then you join the meeting. Now you see us here inside the meeting room, and also if you open that link, now you see here that the meeting has gone active. This is now for the participant who opens that link, sees, okay, there is somebody in, and when you join a meeting, same procedure, people can get in and just have another. Now you see us here. But I just close this again. This is this was just to demonstrate how this looks like with a link. And but you could join maybe from that. You have two participants.
Okay.
And inside the meeting, you can mute your camera and also your microphone. And we have certain presentation features. You can share a screen. So it's just like a browser-based feature with Google Chrome. You share the screen and now you see everything which is on the screen also in the video of eyeson. Or you can use a presentation feature where you can use a PDF presentation. And you see here that you can start a presentation and do some slides. The same presentation we did on Zoom, we do now on eyeson, and anybody who is connected will get an image of the presentation inside the video. And additionally, the presenter, where you can move the image around and also draw something inside when you use this pen here.
Nice drawing.
Yeah, and that's the presentation feature. Yeah.
Oops. That's me. Okay.
Additional, you can have different other things. You have a live recording here. You can start and stop the recording anytime. It is asking all the participants if they agree, and then as soon as this is done, you can stop again. You will find the recording later on.
I just did a GIF reaction, so for anybody who wants to know, this is what it looks like from the other side.
Yeah, this is a nice feature as well. You see it here. You have a GIF database. You can do different, I don't know, reactions, emotions, whatever you want to show here. It places it inside your own video, and it's also part of the recording. So now let's go to specific features which are maybe not very common in other tools, because what you've seen here with two participants, it looks like maybe like a Skype call, just two images. You can also add as many people as you like, and you have a presentation and screen sharing features. This is state of the art. You can do this with any tools. What is very specific is that, as Shani already mentioned, that we have a single stream technology. So everything which is connected with eyeson is going to the cloud service, which does a transcoding. And I can show you here very easy what we can do with this. One thing is that you can do a recording at server side. Everything which is in this one video can be recorded very quick. And when you live stream it, you can also start a live streaming to YouTube, for example. It just asks you to authenticate with your account. You need to be sure that your YouTube account is set up for live streaming. You need to verify your account. This could take up to 24 hours on your YouTube channel. And as soon as this is done, eyeson is integrated with YouTube that you can easily broadcast everything you do within this room. So to be clear, our use case is we have a meeting tool, group call tool for team collaboration. You can also do your one-on-one sales calls and present some presentation slides to screen shares. That's for sure. But the specific thing is that you can also broadcast all these things. So it's some kind of hybrid. We are not compared to GoToWebinar and other tools, or Zoom has a lot of features for webinars, for organizing webinars, for integrated scheduling and invitation processes. What we do is we can very easy connect to YouTube and Facebook. And if you want to reach large audiences, you just stream whatever you produce here inside this user interface. And I can show you how this looks like. As soon as it's active, it provides the link. And when you open that link here on a browser, you see our meeting now directly on YouTube. And now you see this is it's just, now you see how it looks like on the server, meaning we have a 2-point connection now, and you see that both clients are connected and both are transcoded in real time and sent to YouTube. When I do a presentation, just need to find the right tab. When I do a presentation here, this presentation will also be on YouTube. So if you activate this and you show some slides, you will see this also then here on the live stream. I think it's delayed for some seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. This is because of buffering on YouTube. You will see everything some seconds later, but it should appear soon. I think I can watch myself here now to activate the presentation. And with a little delay, you will see then the presentation here. You see here the presentation mode is already started. And now you see what I showed you before on eyeson. You see it directly on YouTube. You see ourselves here. We are the presenters, and it's directly broadcasted on YouTube, for example. So what else can we do here? When I stop the presentation, I'd like to explain you one more thing which is really useful. As I explained at the beginning, you can easily invite somebody with the room link, which is a permanent one. And you can decide if you have an account on eyeson and also a license. You can also join this group. So these group items are shared with the other users you want to share it with. But then you need an account and a license. If you want to invite somebody with the permanent link and people do not sign up, they can join the live part of it, but they cannot access eyeson with all this environment, with rooms and so on. But there's an additional possibility I'd like to show you here. It's called Quick Join. So that's a different link, which is only available during the meeting, during your live, in the live part of the meeting. And this link will expire 2 minutes after the meeting has ended. So you can share this link during your meetings with people you want to get into the meeting very quick. And you don't need to take care about whom you share it to, it will just expire. And another thing I want to share with you here is now how easy it is to get somebody into a meeting with a mobile phone. So you see here now that I just scanned this link. I could also send this by Messenger or type in the link. But
he's scanning the QR code, basically.
I'm just scanning the code. And which camera do I use? You see here, it looks like, no, better here. No. Yeah.
Better this
is a big one. You see, it opens like you do in the desktop browser. And it gives a random name. It's just a guest name. You can change this name also. The important part is you just click on one button after opening this link. And okay, just got another message also on my phone. Yeah. And the important thing is you need to confirm that you agree to access your camera. And then it just opens up here. And you see now that this is inside. This is now the connection with the mobile phone. And this is also how other participants could get into the meeting with a simple link. You just share a quick join, somebody clicks on it without sign up, without installation. You just get somebody on the meeting with the mobile phone. And I keep this, oh yeah, I just need to mute the audio here. I keep this open just to show you another feature. When it comes to 9 people and more, you can bring up to 100 people into this meeting. I think iOS doesn't allow to mute completely. When you bring 100 people into this meeting, 9 of them can be on the video and additional 91 can talk. A meeting is for 100 people. And with more participants, it's important that you can define who is on the meeting. So you have different layouts you can set. You see here, there's a single layout, 2-person layout, 4-person layout. This is automatically, it arranges the video images. But for example, when you have a talk, you may want to talk to the whole people, but you want to have your own video in focus, and you do the presentation and you see then, okay, this is my video. Or you can do co-moderated talks. When you have additional participants, you can decide who is in the middle. You just go there and drag and drop from the people inside the meeting wherever you like and change that. Now it's a different PC in the middle. Maybe you have disabled the camera. No, it's available. Also those inserts you see here, you see the name on top. Also the audio people who talk only with audio, they will be shown when the voice is detected. But you can also switch off these inlays. You just switch off here and then you have the clear picture without the name inserts, however you like. It's just open for configuration. You have here your user list. You see that there are 2 people now. You can mute all. This is important when you have many people in the car. There's some noise somewhere, you click mute all, and then everybody except you is muted. This is when you do a presentation, some kind of useful. When you do this, people can go there and switch it on again. It's a local mute, and that's how it's used. You have also available here a group chat, so everybody who is connected can chat. And here's the library for the animated GIFs animations. Another nice feature is also to have a snapshot. You can just grab images directly. Maybe not the best one. We need another one. Yeah, that's better. You can make these images here. And so you can try this out. It's very easy to find. Just play around with those features. And after you exit the room, the meeting, you can give us a rating and add a comment and send us your feedback. But the important thing is, with every room, you have also here some additional things. You have, for example, a room history. Now you see, okay, there was a live stream and there's a recording available. Also the snapshots can be watched. You see here, okay, this is the image we took. So you get those data later also on eyeson, whatever you recorded, and you can delete it also. And here you see again the recording. And when you want to download this, you just click here, save video as, and it downloads as a WebM. This is a WebM format, and you can grab those videos and work on them how you like. You can also delete it. Of course, the live stream, you cannot delete because this is on YouTube. You need to delete it on YouTube afterwards in your account. So that's it mainly from the eyeson first presentation, what you can do with this. I think we can start our video again here on Zoom. And yeah, we're open to questions, and
maybe I'll just go through and explain the different packages that we have.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry.
Okay. So if we go to the AppSumo site.
Yeah, you still see our screen? No, it's sharing active here.
Okay. So basically, we have stacking options, but the thing is, they all include all premium features. So you have everything included in those premium features. They're basically like team subscriptions when you go to our website. And the single one includes 3 hosts. So that means you and 2 other people can act as hosts. 2 other people will have the exact same features as you do. Host has basically every feature. Besides the fact that you who purchased the deal can always change your host. You can always change to 2 other hosts. If you stack, then you get 3 more hosts per code. So for the first code, you get yourself and 2 others. And then if you double, then you have 3 more. So that means you have 5 codes, 5 hosts and yourself. And yeah, you can stack as many as you want. But the features themselves don't change. You have all the features, even with a single code, basically.
Yeah, maybe as we figured out that people ask very often what a host is, maybe we could give you some more information on that. A host is somebody who can create a room like we showed you before. A host is a eyeson user who has a license, can use all these features with histories, sharing rooms, configuring the rooms, sending links. Also, people with host licenses can start meetings. So when you can share these rooms with other licensed users as well, but they need to sign in and join the rooms you share with them. And then they are also allowed to start a meeting room. When I share my room with Shani, she can also start this room then when she has a host license. And it's a very simple system. Don't expect too many emailing functions around. It's just a simple list. When you open your license, you can just add the email addresses, and the system detects if this is a licensed, registered user, and it matches it with the account email address, and it assigns the license automatically. You also can change your host assignments. When you're the owner of a license and you define the hosts who are part of your license, you can also, after a while, change this. You can remove one email address and add another one. So it's up to you how you share your license. You can change it anytime. Maybe one more information when you have a look here. eyeson provides a help center, and you find here frequently asked questions. Also use this search. This is very powerful. When you search for license example, you find how to manage a team license, whatever. You see here, this looks in the license menu. You see your license key you activated. This is what you purchase on AppSumo. And then you can just list here all the email addresses of accounts. They don't even need to have the same domain. You can share with any registered user on eyeson your license if you like. And it's your definition of list. Just to give you an overview how this looks like. Feel free to browse here the whole help center. We have organized some features for how to use, also how to set up YouTube and Facebook live streaming, integrations, how these integrations will work, and different other things.
Should we go ahead and start the Q&A session?
Yeah, I think that's, we told everything we know so far. I think there's much more, but
I am here, so I can read some of these questions for you guys, and you can help tackle them. All right. The
Okay.
first one we get is from Emily. What's the difference between members and participants?
Yeah. A member is a registered user with a license who using a room shared with another licensed user. So meaning to be a member of a room, you really have to have an eyeson account, and therefore you need a license. A participant is somebody, like I showed you before, you can share the same link, but the person doesn't need to sign up and register, just joins a live part of the meeting.
So they're participating, but they don't have any control over like going into the room again afterwards or something like that, because they need an eyeson account. But a participant can join at any time during a call.
Got it. Okay. Michael is asking, or Michelle is asking, so the room can just stay open? People of a team can meet there at will anytime, or do you need to schedule it?
No, you don't need to schedule. It's just as soon as it starts, you can run it as long as you like. It can stay open the whole day. As long as somebody is in, it's just running.
So basically it's like a meeting room, like it's called room because it's just like a meeting room. You can go in and you have a specific amount of people that always meet in that meeting room. And whenever you want to meet with those people, then you open up that meeting room and can join.
Awesome.
Also, I've seen some questions, and we had also in the support chat many questions about that with recording and layout settings and screen sharing, all these features. eyeson is a very open system where everybody can do anything. This is because its main focus is team collaboration. I've seen, many people want to do also webinars with it. You can do it like on YouTube and Facebook streaming, then people just watch. You can also bring 100 people into one eyeson room to do some kind of webinar with them together. To be honest, this is a use case. You will find better features on other systems with more control over the audio, with more control over who can do something, moderation controlled, things like I give the access only to certain users and things like that. This is not the concept of eyeson, but we understood that this is important anyway, like as you can use eyeson for other things as well. And we are already in discussion with our management to give more control to the audio and also more control to those features. At the moment, it is like that you can disable certain features for the user interface. For example, the GIF feature, if you don't like it, you can just switch it off and it will not be available on the user interface. Also, recording, all of these features can be switched on and off for every room separately. So you can create different rooms, and for certain things you want to use it, you might want to switch off those features in general. What is not in place is that you can configure much more dedicated, that you, for example, start a recording right at the beginning and it runs the whole meeting, or maybe you want to allow only certain people to start and stop recordings or things like that. This is something we know that this is demanded for many use cases. We don't have a clear roadmap on that now, but we're just taking all these feedbacks right now and working on it to make priorities for our development as well, what we can do in the next steps then,
Awesome. All right. The next question is, how many concurrent meetings does the AppSumo code allow?
This is not limited by the AppSumo code, because the AppSumo code provides you a host license, which is the full feature set of eyeson. And as a host of eyeson, you can create as many meetings as you like. And also you can create as many rooms as you like. You can also start all of them in parallel. Depends how much sense it makes to run 3 meetings in parallel or 100 meetings in parallel. You can do it. There are no limitations, but in order to get somebody into the meeting, of course, you as a host need to be part of the meeting. So
it wouldn't make much sense, probably, unless, I don't know, if you could think of a story where somebody would open 100 meetings at the same time. It would be possible, but it's not really plausible.
Got it. Okay. Let's see. Can you stream a meeting to restream?
Restream? Not yet.
Another AppSumo deal.
This is RTMP format. This is used by Adobe, I guess, yes. We support integrated. We support only YouTube and Facebook, but thanks for your feedback. And there are many things, but so far it's not supported right now. Yeah.
Got it. Are there whiteboards in the meetings?
No, this is not really a whiteboard. I've shown you on the PDF presentation, when you upload the presentation, you can draw inside these presentations, but there's not really a whiteboard function where you can add your tablet or some other devices or features for really drawing together. It's just the presenter can draw and mark some things in presentations, but not like this is some kind of thing. Yeah, there are good systems out there which provide perfectly whiteboard functionalities, and eyeson focus more on the live video part, on the streaming, on those things.
But you could present a white PDF and then just draw on it.
Yeah, no, I mean I understand what you mean. Some tools provide built-in services for this, and yeah, with eyeson, what we do, we work on Google Docs together and share the screen while we do this, or we draw something also in presentations and work on this. But this is some kind of workaround.
Awesome.
We do not intend to fulfill every use case, and okay, there are certain things you can do with eyeson. We showed you what you can do, and you can find out and ask questions also on our support if we can help you to get the most out of it. But it's limited then to certain features as well. Yeah.
All right. Can you make someone a host if they are not a paying member?
With your AppSumo license, basically, yes. You have 2 people that you can make your hosts, and you can change them at any time. So today could be 2 friends, and tomorrow I can just delete them and have other 2 people be my hosts, my additional hosts. And with each code, you can have more hosts. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, but this you can do. You're switching around your license then between different users all the time. So
yeah.
Okay, a host is a
I think that might answer the next question, because I guess if you're the host, so Karen is asking, as a consultant, if I create a consulting room with a permanent link, what will prevent the person I meet with from using the link to my room again by themselves or at another time?
Yeah,
or
if they, I guess they cannot start a meeting in this room.
Got it. But let's say I had a call with somebody last week. We met up in this meeting room, and then I was meeting up with a different person the following week. What would prevent that first person from also joining at that same time?
No, in this case, we recommend if you use really with different people, you don't want to get them together, just create different rooms for different meetings.
Got it. Okay. And let's see, I think we got time for one more question here. Does eyeson, what browsers does eyeson work with?
We recommend to use Google Chrome and Firefox, because there you have the full feature set available. Safari is also supported. You can join meetings, you can do all these features. What you cannot do with Safari is screen sharing. This is because of limitations of Safari. This is just the difference to Zoom is that you do not have an installed version available. It's all browser based. So we depend a bit on the implementations of the browsers itself. Microsoft Edge is also working since Microsoft Edge implemented Chrome now. And Safari is the new Internet Explorer from developers' point of view. So not everything is working with Safari. Yeah. But joining a meeting, the basic functions, they are all available, but some limitations with Safari. Yes. Also important to know when you use Chrome on Safari on Macs, you can install Chrome on Mac and it works perfectly. The only thing you need to know there, I think the first time you do screen sharing, this is new with the Catalina, that you need to explicitly tell the operating system that you allow screen sharing. Otherwise, it will be blocked.
It doesn't have to do with us.
This has nothing to do with us, but we get this question often, so I wanted to state this also here.
Yeah, makes sense. Awesome. Well, thank you both for taking the time to hop on and share this with everybody. Sumolings, as you saw, you can pick up eyeson on AppSumo, starting off at just $69 for lifetime access to that first license, and then you can also stack up from there depending on what you need it for. But it's a super cool tool. We're really lucky to have it on AppSumo. Again, it's all backed by the AppSumo 60-day guarantee. So feel free to check it out, set up some meetings, see what it's like. If you have any more questions, you can ask those on the AppSumo deal page. I'm sure you can reach out to the eyeson team directly. But thank you guys so much for joining us and taking the time to walk through this.
Yeah, thank you. Feel free to contact us anytime.
Awesome. Thanks so much. All right, everybody.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.